There are a few things that are very important in order for us to have a happy home. Firstly, I want you to understand that having a happy home takes a lot of effort. You don't come into a marriage and assume that everything is going to be perfect. And just like you hear the word beautiful marriage, it's you putting the beauty in the marriage, you and your partner. You cannot clap with one hand. It has to be two people who are willing to work with each other, who are willing to work together to make things work. Upbringing has a very big role to play in a successful marriage. Most of us come from various families where some parents do not really pay attention to how the children observe what is going on around the environment. These children observe how you relate with each other. These children observe how you relate with them. So if you have children at home and you're just being a parent, providing and doing house chores, yes, your responsibilities, making sure that all your responsibilities are well cared for. But then you forget to pay attention to these children. They are observing how you and your partner love each other. They are observing how you relate with them. One thing I do when I see my children, I try to be as wonderful as possible. There are days I have my, mommy, crazy, mad attitude, and I always try to think like, am I doing the right thing? Am I being the mom that I want my children to be when they grow up, when they become mothers? Am I being the parent I want my children to become when they become parents? You are their role model. You are the one setting the pace for your children to grow up and become good marriage partners. So I'm always intentional about how I relate with my partner in presence of the children. And even in the absence of those children, you have to make it a habit to relate with kindness, a habit to relate with concern. When you see your children, how do you relate with them? Do you ask them, how are you doing? Are you all right? Is there something you want to share with mommy? You have to bring these children closer to you and let them know that they are safe around you. They are safe in the home. And you are their role model. They are safe with you. Because they are watching. They are watching you. What kind of parent do you want your child to become? What kind of mom do you want your daughter to be? What kind of wife? What kind of husband do you want your son to be? Are you that kind of father? What kind of husband do you want him to be? Are you that kind of husband? The children are learning from us. So you have to be intentional, you and your partner. And if you've not been intentional about this, it's time for the both of you to have the State of the Union conversation. It is time for a change. It is time to be kind to each other in words and in action. It is time for you to ask your partner, how are you doing? Are you all right? How's your headache? How's your back pain? Don't just act like you heard they are not feeling well and that's it. Well, they should be okay. You gave him paracetamol yesterday. You gave her Tylenol yesterday, so she should be good. Show attention and affection because the children are watching. Also, learn how to reach out to your children and ask them if they are good. How you feeling? Do you have any body aches? Do you have a boo-boo? Any injuries? Mommy or daddy is always here to take care of you. The children are watching. When you show kindness to your children, they will grow up and become kind adults. We have too many crazy adults nowadays. And most of this craziness boils down to the upbringing. Most of this craziness, people who are loveless, boils down to how, the upbringing, how their parents related with each other. And that is one thing I and my partner always always put into consideration when you relate it with each other. If we are not going to be kind, we'd rather be quiet. Because if you're not kind and you lose it all the time, the children are watching. There are so many things I've said and done, so many nice things, and I've seen my children repeat these things after so many days. That helps me to always understand that these children are listening. Even when you see them running around and pretend like they can't hear you, they are watching. They are listening very attentively, more than you and I.